Let's get right into it. Think about how you're holding your phone right now. Chances are your head is tilted forward, your shoulders are rounded, and your chin is tucked down toward your chest. This position, which we see everywhere, has a name: tech neck. It's one of the biggest reasons so many of us are walking around with stiff, sore necks. Your head is surprisingly heavy, weighing about 10 to 12 pounds on average, roughly the same as a bowling ball. When your head is balanced perfectly over your spine, your neck muscles don't have to work too hard. But for every inch you tilt your head forward, you're adding about 10 extra pounds of pressure for your neck muscles to support. It's a simple physics problem with some seriously painful consequences for your body. Imagine holding a 10-pound weight close to your body. It's manageable, right? Now try holding that same weight with your arm extended straight out in front of you. It feels a lot heavier, and your muscles start to burn pretty quickly. That's exactly what's happening to your neck muscles when you're hunched over your phone, tablet, or laptop for hours on end. They are being forced to carry an increasingly heavy load in a position they were never designed to maintain. This constant strain leads to fatigue, inflammation, and those all too familiar knots and stiffness that can ruin your day and even lead to chronic pain issues down the road if you don't address the root cause. The muscles at the back of your neck, like the trapezius and the levator scapulae, are put under immense tension to keep your head from dropping forward completely. At the same time, the muscles at the front of your neck become shortened and weak because they aren't being used properly. This creates a significant muscle imbalance that pulls your entire upper body out of alignment. Over time, this constant tug of war can lead to more than just soreness. It can cause headaches, pain that radiates down your shoulders and arms, and even pinched nerves. It's a cascading effect that all starts with that seemingly harmless habit of looking down at a screen. So, what's the fix? You don't have to throw your phone away, but you do need to change your relationship with it. The simplest trick is to bring your device up to eye level. Hold your phone up instead of craning your neck down. Prop your tablet on a stand or a stack of books. When you're using your phone, make a conscious effort to pull your head back, align your ears over your shoulders, and sit up straight. Set reminders on your phone to check your posture every 20 to 30 minutes. It might feel weird at first because your body has gotten used to the slump, but creating this new habit is one of the most effective ways to combat tech neck and give those overworked muscles a much-needed break. Now let's talk about the 9 to 5 grind, or for many students, the all-night study session. Sitting at a desk for long periods is another major culprit behind neck pain, and it works in a very similar way to tech neck. When you're focused on your work or deep into a project, your posture is probably the last thing on your mind. You start to lean forward, your shoulders hunch up toward your ears, and your head juts out toward the computer screen. This posture, often called forward head posture, puts the same kind of excessive strain on your neck and upper back muscles as looking down at your phone does, turning your workspace into a breeding ground for chronic stiffness and discomfort. The problem is often amplified by a poor ergonomic setup. If your computer monitor is too low, you're forced to look down. If it's too high, you have to crane your neck upward. If your chair doesn't provide proper lumbar support, your entire spine slumps, which in turn forces your head and neck into an unnatural position to compensate. Even the height of your keyboard and mouse matters. If you have to reach for them, your shoulders will constantly be tensed and elevated. All these little things add up over the course of an 8-hour day, creating a perfect storm for muscle fatigue and pain that doesn't just go away when you clock out. Think of your muscles as being made of tiny elastic bands. When you hold them in a stretched out, tense position for hours, like when you're hunched over a desk, those bands lose their flexibility. The muscles in the back of your neck get overstretched and weak, while the muscles in your chest and the front of your neck get tight and short. This imbalance pulls your spine out of its natural, healthy curve. Your body is an amazing machine that's always trying to find the path of least resistance, but when you force it into these awkward positions day after day, it adapts in a way that ultimately causes you pain and limits your range of motion. The solution here is to turn your desk into a friendlier space for your body. Start by adjusting your monitor so the top of the screen is at or slightly below eye level. Your feet should be flat on the floor, and your knees should be at about a 90-degree angle. Use a chair with good back support or place a small pillow or rolled up towel in the curve of your lower back. Most importantly, you need to break up your sitting time. Set an alarm to get up, walk around, and stretch every 30 to 60 minutes. Even just standing up and rolling your shoulders back can make a huge difference in preventing that stiffness from setting in. So we've talked about the causes, But what is physically going on inside your neck when it feels as stiff as a board? Let's zoom in and look at the microscopic level. Your muscles are made up of millions of tiny fibers that are designed to contract and relax. When you put a muscle under constant strain, like holding your head in that forward-tilted position, these fibers are held in a state of continuous contraction. They don't get a chance to fully relax and reset. This sustained tension restricts blood flow to the muscle tissue, which is a really big deal for muscle health. Proper blood flow is crucial because it delivers the oxygen and nutrients your muscles need to function and carries away metabolic waste products like lactic acid. When blood flow is reduced due to chronic tension, these waste products start to build up within the muscle tissue. This buildup is what causes that deep, burning ache and soreness you feel. At the same time, the lack of oxygen and nutrients makes the muscle fibers irritable and prone to spasming. This is when you start to develop those tender, painful knots, which are technically called trigger points. These are small, hyper-irritable spots in the muscle that can be incredibly painful to the touch. These trigger points are more than just sore spots. They can be troublemakers for your entire upper body. A trigger point in one of your neck muscles can refer pain to other areas. For example, a knot in your upper trapezius muscle, which is the big muscle that runs from your neck to your shoulder, can cause tension headaches that feel like a tight band around your head. It can also send pain radiating down your arm. This happens because the trigger point irritates the nerves that run through or near the muscle, creating pain signals that travel along the nerve's path. So that headache you've been blaming on a long day might actually be starting in your neck. Over time, if this cycle of tension, reduced blood flow, and waste product buildup continues, your body starts to lay down fibrous connective tissue, or fascia, around the overstressed muscle fibers. Think of it as your body trying to build a natural splint to protect the area it perceives as being injured. While this is a protective mechanism, it ends up making the problem worse. This extra tissue makes the muscle even tighter and less flexible, reducing your range of motion and leading to that chronic feeling of stiffness. Breaking down this fibrous tissue is why things like massage and stretching can feel so good. They help restore flexibility and improve blood flow. Let's switch gears and talk about something you can't see, but definitely feels stress. Your mind and your body are intricately connected, and your neck is often one of the first places to physically manifest emotional or psychological stress. Think about how your body instinctively reacts when you're startled, anxious, or facing a deadline. You tense up, right? Your shoulders creep up toward your ears, and your neck and jaw muscles clench. This is part of the body's fight or flight response, a primitive survival mechanism designed to prepare you for danger. This response was incredibly useful for our ancestors when they had to, say, run from a saber-toothed tiger. The problem is, in our modern world, the dangers we face are more often a stressful email, a traffic jam, or a financial worry. Your body doesn't know the difference between a real physical threat and a psychological one. It reacts the same way, by flooding your system with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline and tensing your muscles in preparation for action. When you're living with chronic stress, your body can get stuck in this tensed-up state, and the muscles of your neck and shoulders bear the brunt of it. This constant, low-level muscle contraction driven by your emotional state creates the exact same physical problems we've been talking about. It restricts blood flow, leads to a buildup of waste products, and can create painful trigger points. It's a vicious cycle. Stress causes muscle tension, and the resulting pain and discomfort can, in turn, make you feel even more stressed out and anxious. You might not even realize you're doing it. Many people hold tension in their neck and shoulders throughout the day without being consciously aware of it until they stop and notice the deep ache that has settled in. So managing your neck pain isn't just about physical adjustments. It's also about managing your stress. Finding healthy ways to cope with the pressures of daily life can have a direct and powerful impact on relieving your physical symptoms. This could mean practicing mindfulness or meditation, which teaches you to become more aware of your body and to consciously release tension. It could be deep breathing exercises, which help to calm the nervous system and signal to your body that it's safe to relax. Even engaging in hobbies you enjoy, spending time in nature, or talking with a friend can help lower your stress levels and, as a result, ease the grip that tension has on your neck. You go to bed hoping to wake up refreshed, but instead, you get up with a neck so stiff you can barely turn your head. What gives? Well, the way you sleep plays a massive role in the health of your neck. Your sleeping position and your choice of pillow can either support your spine's natural alignment or force it into an awkward, strained position for 8 hours straight. If you're a stomach sleeper, you're particularly at risk. To breathe, you have to twist your head to one side for a prolonged period, which puts a tremendous amount of torque and stress on the vertebrae and muscles in your neck. It's kind of like holding a gentle stretch for way too long. It eventually leads to pain and stiffness. Even if you sleep on your back or side, the wrong pillow can be a major problem. If your pillow is too high, it will push your head forward if you're on your back, or bend your neck upward if you're on your side, creating a kink. On the other hand, if it's too flat, your head will drop back or sideways, straining the muscles on the opposite side. The goal here is to find a pillow that keeps your head and neck in a neutral position, which just means your spine stays in a relatively straight line from your head all the way down to your hips. For side sleepers, this means a pillow that fills the space between your ear and the mattress. For back sleepers, a thinner pillow that cradles the base of your skull is often best. But it's not just about the position, it's also about the quality of your sleep. During the deeper stages of sleep, your muscles are supposed to relax and repair themselves. This is when your body does its most important healing work. However, if you're stressed or anxious, you might not be reaching these deep restorative stages of sleep. You might toss and turn all night, or even clench your jaw and tense your neck muscles while you're asleep without realizing it. This totally prevents your muscles from getting the rest and recovery they need, so you wake up feeling just as tight and sore as when you went to bed, if not more so. To create a better sleep environment for your neck, start by evaluating your setup. Try to train yourself to sleep on your back or your side, which are generally better for spinal alignment. Invest in a pillow that suits your primary sleeping position. It can honestly make a world of difference. Establishing a relaxing bedtime routine can also help improve your sleep quality. This could involve avoiding screens an hour before bed, taking a warm bath to help relax your muscles, or doing some gentle neck stretches before you lie down. Giving your neck the support and rest it needs overnight is a key step in preventing that dreaded morning stiffness. You hit the gym with the best of intentions to get stronger, healthier, and feel good. But sometimes your workout can be the very thing that's causing your neck pain. This often comes down to two main issues: improper form and muscle imbalances. Let's take a common exercise like a push-up or a plank. When your core muscles start to fatigue, it's very common to compensate by letting your hips sag and your head drop forward. This puts your neck in that same strained forward head position we've talked about, turning a great core exercise into a major neck strainer. The same goes for weightlifting. When you're doing overhead presses or even bicep curls, it's easy to shrug your shoulders up toward your ears and jut your chin forward, especially as the weight gets heavy. This engages your upper trapezius muscles, those big muscles on the top of your shoulders, when they shouldn't be the primary movers. Overworking these muscles can lead to tightness, knots, and pain. It's crucial to focus on keeping your shoulders down and back and maintaining a neutral neck position during all your lifts. It's better to lift a lighter weight with perfect form than to ego lift a heavy weight with bad form that could lead to injury. Another hidden culprit is a focus on mirror muscles. Many people tend to overtrain the muscles they can see in the mirror, like the chest and front shoulders, while neglecting the muscles in their upper back, like the rhomboids and rear deltoids. This creates a significant muscle imbalance. The strong, tight chest muscles pull the shoulders forward, rounding the upper back and forcing the head into that forward position. Meanwhile, the weak back muscles aren't strong enough to counteract this pull and maintain good posture. This imbalance is a classic recipe for chronic neck and shoulder pain, both in and out of the gym. To make your workouts neck-friendly, prioritize form over everything else. If you're unsure about your form, consider asking a trainer for guidance or watching reliable instructional videos. Focus on building a balanced physique by incorporating plenty of pulling exercises, like rows and pull-ups, to strengthen your upper back muscles and counteract the forward pull from your chest. And don't forget to stretch after your workout. Gently stretching your chest, shoulders, and neck when your muscles are warm can help improve flexibility, reduce post-workout soreness, and prevent the long-term imbalances that contribute to neck pain. Beyond the big three of tech, desks, and stress, there are a handful of other everyday habits that could be secretly sabotaging your neck health. Have you ever fallen asleep on the couch while watching a movie, with your head propped up at a bizarre angle by the armrest? You wake up an hour later with a sharp, searing pain in your neck that lasts for days. This is an extreme example, but it highlights how sensitive the neck is to awkward positions. Even something as simple as cradling your phone between your ear and shoulder while you're multitasking can cause significant muscle strain on one side of your neck. Think about the bag you carry every day. If you consistently carry a heavy backpack or purse on the same shoulder, you're creating a serious imbalance. To counteract the weight of the bag, you instinctively hike up that shoulder, which keeps the trapezius muscle in a constant state of contraction. Over time, this can lead to one side of your neck and shoulder being significantly tighter and more painful than the other. The simple fix is to lighten your load, switch shoulders frequently, or even better, opt for a backpack that distributes the weight evenly across both shoulders. Even your driving posture can be a problem. Many people have their car seats reclined too far back, forcing them to crane their necks forward to see the road properly. Or they grip the steering wheel with their arms fully extended and their shoulders hunched. Over the course of a long commute, this sustained poor posture can lead to the same kind of neck strain you'd get from sitting at a desk. Make sure your seat is positioned upright enough that you can comfortably rest your head against the headrest while still having a clear view of the road. The headrest is there for safety, but it's also a great reminder to keep your head back in a neutral position. Finally, let's talk about something as simple as reading a book. Just like with a phone, many people read with the book in their lap, forcing them to look down for long periods. This habit, while seemingly relaxing, can lead to the same neck symptoms. If you're an avid reader, try propping your book up on a pillow in your lap to raise it to a more comfortable viewing angle. It's all about being mindful of these small, repetitive actions throughout your day. By identifying and modifying these seemingly harmless habits, you can significantly reduce the cumulative strain on your neck muscles and prevent pain before it even starts. Okay, so we know why your neck is sore. Now, what can you do about it right now? Gentle stretching is one of the most effective ways to relieve tension, improve flexibility, and increase blood flow to those tight, angry muscles. The key word here is gentle. You should never stretch to the point of sharp pain. The goal is to feel a nice, easy pull, not to force anything. One of the best and simplest stretches is the chin tuck. Sit or stand up tall with your shoulders back and down. Gently guide your chin backward as if you're trying to make a double chin. Hold for 5 seconds, relax, and repeat 10 times. This helps strengthen the muscles in the front of your neck and stretches the tight muscles at the base of your skull. Another fantastic stretch is the lateral neck bend. Again, sit up tall and relax your shoulders. Slowly and gently tilt your right ear toward your right shoulder until you feel a stretch along the left side of your neck. To deepen the stretch slightly, you can place your right hand on the side of your head and apply very light pressure. Don't pull. Hold this for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing deeply the entire time. Then slowly return to the center and repeat on the other side. This is great for releasing tension in the trapezius and scalene muscles, which often get tight from stress and poor posture. To target the muscles in the back of your neck, you can do a gentle forward flexion stretch. Sit tall and slowly drop your chin toward your chest, feeling the stretch along the back of your neck. Again, you can place your hands on the back of your head to add a tiny bit of gentle pressure if it feels good. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. To add a variation that targets the levator scapulae, a muscle notorious for causing neck pain, start with your chin toward your chest, then gently turn your head to look toward your right armpit. You should feel the stretch shift to the back left side of your neck. Hold, breathe, and repeat on the other side. Finally, don't forget to open up your chest. As we've discussed, tight chest muscles contribute to the forward shoulder posture that strains your neck. A great way to stretch your chest is the doorway stretch. Stand in an open doorway and place your forearms on the frame with your elbows slightly below shoulder height. Step forward with one foot until you feel a good stretch across your chest and the front of your shoulders. Hold for 30 seconds. Incorporating these simple stretches into your daily routine, maybe a few times a day at your desk, can provide immediate relief and help counteract the effects of all those neck-straining habits. Preventing neck pain isn't about a single quick fix. It's about building a collection of healthy habits that support your body over the long term. It's about creating a lifestyle where good posture and mindful movement become second nature. This starts with awareness. You have to actively pay attention to your body throughout the day. Set those reminders on your phone or computer to do a quick posture check. Are your ears over your shoulders? Are your shoulders relaxed and not creeping up toward your ears? This constant self-correction is the foundation of breaking bad postural habits and building new, healthier ones. Hydration and nutrition also play a surprisingly important role. Your muscles and the discs in your spine are largely made of water. When you're dehydrated, these tissues can become less pliable and more prone to injury and pain. So make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day. Furthermore, certain nutrients are vital for muscle health. Magnesium, for example, is known as a natural muscle relaxant. Including magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens, nuts, and seeds in your diet can help keep your muscles functioning optimally. It's a holistic approach. What you put into your body affects how it feels. Incorporate movement into your day in every way you can. We've talked about getting up from your desk, but think bigger. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Go for a walk during your lunch break. Engage in regular, balanced exercise that includes cardiovascular activity, strength training with a focus on back and core strength, and flexibility, work like yoga or regular stretching. A strong, flexible, and well-conditioned body is far more resilient to the strains of daily life. The stronger your core and upper back muscles are, the less work your neck muscles will have to do to support your head. Ultimately, you have to become the biggest advocate for your own health. Listen to your body's signals. If your neck is starting to ache, don't just ignore it and push through. Take it as a sign that you need to change your position, take a break, or do some gentle stretches. Be proactive rather than reactive. By understanding the root causes of your neck pain, from your phone habits to your stress levels, and by consistently implementing these simple, practical strategies, you can move away from a life of chronic stiffness and pain and toward one with greater comfort, mobility, and overall well-being. It's a journey, but it's one your neck will thank you for.